Okay, the most commonly used file type for saving is TWB. Okay, and the choice of format is very closely linked to whether you want to make the data available to the user, to the client, or to the person that you're sharing the file with, or not. Okay, if the other person has access to the data, then you don't need to worry about it. TWB is sufficient. But if the other person is not, does not have access to data, then you have several options to consider. Now, TWB file itself is a text file. It's in XML format. You can go and open the TWB file with a text editor. And you will see what's in there. It's just a bunch of stuff that takes the data and then generates the visualizations for you. So because this does not include the data, typically the file size is quite small and very easily transferred or shared with other people. Right? The other data format that you will normally be using is TWBX. Now, TWBX is simply a combination of TWB and the data source information. As a matter of fact, TWBX is a zip file. So if you save a file, like for example here, if you go and save it as a TWBX file, okay, and then so if I change it to a zip file, and if you go into the zip file, you see that there is the TWB file, and then there is a data folder that contains the data file. So that's how TWBX file works. TWBX is simply a zip file for TWB and the data file. Okay? All right, now what is TDS file? TDS file is again a small file. It only has the data source information. It does not have the data itself. Data does not include the actual data. It only has information about where to go get the data. So it may be as simple as an Excel file in your hard drive, or it could be a file server, a database from a file server which requires your login credentials like user ID, password, and things like that. So all of that information is saved in this TDS file. So TDS file can be used to go get the data. Now TDE file is an extract where you get the data extracted from the database. So TDE file is just the data alone. So TWBX is something like TWB and TDE combined. TWB has all the visualization information, TDE has the data. So when you put the two together, you get everything. So that's what TWBX file is. Okay. TDE is an extract. I'll show you how to create an extract of the data. Now TDSX, there are so many different choices that they give, I don't know why. Now this is like the TDS file and the TWB file. So the difference is TWBX can be a very large file if the data is really large, whereas TDSX is the same as TWBX, but instead of the data, it has the data source information, TDS information. It only has the connections and not the data itself. Okay, and then TDM is simply a snapshot of one visualization, one page that you can share with. Suppose you want to quickly share one visualization, you think that that's something really nice and you want to share it with your manager or somebody, and you can just save it as a bookmark file, TBM file, and then share it with whoever you want.